Following World War II, the world was finally rid of the Nazi regime. But now, there were two equally formidable superpowers in the world: the United States and the Soviet Union. The two nations fought to gain the upper hand in the new world through a nuclear arms race in support for their two different ideologies in the world. The United States were proponents of capitalism and democracy, while the Soviet Union were supporters of communism. This left the two sides often at odds against each other. However, the two nations never directly warred for fear of global destruction. As a result, a Cold War developed where the two nations supported opposing sides in proxy wars around the world. These occurred in Cuba with the Cuban Missile Crisis, in Korea with the Korean War, in Vietnam with the Vietnam War. Afghanistan was just the latest cold battlefield between the United States and Russia. Both nations fought to influence and control the government and President Daoud Khan of Afghanistan. From 1973 to 1978, the president of Afghanistan was Daoud Khan. In relation to the Cold War, Khan was not aligned with either side. Instead, he let both powers attempt to persuade him to ally with them. The United States and the Soviet Union competed to win over Khan by carrying out favors in Afghanistan. For example, both the United States and the Soviet Union provided economic and military aid for Afghanistan. The United States helped develop the Afghan National Airline, while the Soviet Union built roads from Kabul to the Soviet border. Finally, the U.S. were mostly focused in the south, while the Soviet Union were focused in northern Afghanistan, closer to their own border. With all these actions, Khan pivoted from his predecessor and developed a better relationship with the United States and its allies, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Iran. The Soviet Union was unhappy with this new development and began supporting the People's Democratic Party of Afghanistan, a political faction that supported communism and the ousting of Khan. As the party gained traction, Khan attempted to end the opposition by arresting the leader of the party, Nur Muhammad Taraki. However, this backfired, and Khan was deposed and overthrown in the Sour Revolution of 1978. The new communist government began implementing its new policies, such as religious freedom and land distribution. However, these changes often ignored local traditions, especially the change regarding religious freedom in a country heavily influenced by Islam. Revolts began, with the government violently cracking down with limited success. The communist government in Afghanistan urgently requested Soviet aid in March of 1979, but the Soviets refused due to fears of escalation of the violence in Afghanistan. In September, Taraki was killed. This spelled the beginning of the end. On December 27th, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan.